When somebody gets upset with you, do you feel ashamed, guilty, and blame yourself? If that is the case, it is likely because your inner talk is disempowering you instead of empowering you. In this video, we're going to talk about what is inner talk and what are 3 ways that you can master it so you'll feel empowered most of the time, and if you're lucky, all of the time. Inner talk are the conversations that you have in your head on regular basis. They are so subtle and they are so programmed, and you probably practiced not only for years but for decades, that they seem to you like they are facts. They seem to you like they are unchangeable. They seem to you like they are concrete. Is that the reality of them? No, that is not the reality of them. That is how they seem to you because you've practiced them for so long. The problem is they are disempowering you. They are putting you in disempowered emotional states, subsequently mental states. Subsequently, your decisions will flower from the seed of disempowerment. Your life choices will be flowering from the seed of shame, guilt, and self-blame. So that sounds pretty depressing. What is the solution? I'll give you 3 steps that you can start practicing today to see immediate change in your inner talk, subsequently your emotions, subsequently your thoughts, and subsequently your life. Slowly but steadily, it will happen. The first step is to recognize the inner talk. You cannot change something that you don't know exists. So you have to notice, watch yourself, listen to your inner talk. When you're doing regular things during your day, tune in. What are you telling yourself? What are the voices? Who are they? Where did they come from? And what do they want? This is a process, and if you never practiced it before, you may not be able to do it right away. But if you persist a little bit, it will start to happen. You will start hearing these voices clearer and louder. It may get more annoying at first because you don't know their intentions, but you need to sit with them and try to understand them. Even if they sound chaotic, frantic, and crazy, the more you sit with them, the less power they will have over you. And the more you sit with them, the more power you will have in changing them and making them more positive, more empowering, more kind, more disciplined, more responsible. So that is the first step. Recognize the voices, because you cannot change something that you don't know exists. The second step is start practicing and slipping in new scripts into these voices. Start speaking logic to them. Don't start speaking logic to them right off the bat. You have to listen to them first. You have to understand what they truly want. You have to go that deep in order to master your inner talk. So the second step is start practicing new scripts. There's a story that retired Navy SEAL Jocko Willink says in his book, and he says it on his podcast, that in the military, when there's a battle, there's a tactic when a soldier goes out into the open, in the crossfire, and draws fire against the enemy, attract danger to himself, and draw danger away from his platoon members. So when somebody gets upset with you, when something bad happens in life, using that mentality, you start to shift your inner script. Okay, in this situation, am I gonna blame myself and hide and be ashamed and feel guilty? Or am I gonna stand firm and shine a light and take the fire in order to protect my platoon members, my tribe, my family, my friends, my community? Am I gonna be the one standing tall, or am I gonna be the one that goes to hide? So that is an external real life story. And then you can apply it to your inner talk. So when your inner talk says you're not worthy, you're guilty, you did everything wrong, you start empowering yourself. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to act in courage. I'm going to be the one that shines a light. I'm going to stand firm. I'm going to be grounded in truth as much as I can. With practice, this inner talk is going to start to change. And as you program it day after day, it's going to start to empower you, and it's going to become more automatic for you. When it gets better, it gets better. As you get stronger, you have more opportunity to become stronger. As you become smarter, you have more opportunity to become smarter. The biggest setback I've discovered that hold people back from mastering their inner talk is their actual voice. Most of us are walking around with constricted voices, chronically restricted voices, and have no clue that we do. It took me 29 years to realize that I had a chronically restricted voice. And once I opened it, it became so much easier for me to master my inner talk. You see, if your inner voice sounds more authoritative than your actual voice, it's going to be hard for you to influence it in a positive way. it's just gonna roll you over. But if your actual voice starts to sound more authoritative than your inner voice, you have a better chance of influencing your inner talk positively. So instead of being self-critical, you will gradually start to find solutions and empower yourself and reduce the self-blame and start becoming more objective, more rational, more solution-oriented, more calm, and more grounded. You see, the reason why we overthink and get stuck in the head more than we should is because we have a chronically restricted voice. So we're stuck in the head because there's no outlet, there's no pressure release valve to let our ideas out and our talk out. So it revolves in our head over and over. If you want to learn more about the voice restriction and you're not sure whether this is something that you need to work on or not, I'll link a video that I've created for you in the description called The Throat Chakra. Step 3 is consume different information. If throughout your day you're listening to randomness, it's likely that your inner talk is gonna bring you randomness that's gonna likely be disempowering. But if you are deliberate about what you consume through your ears and your eyes, if you're listening to positivity, and by positivity, I don't mean toxic positivity. What is toxic positivity? Toxic positivity is ignoring the problems, pretending they don't exist. What is true authentic positivity? True authentic positivity is looking at the problems and figuring out solutions. I like listening to Jordan Peterson, and he says, you will find the brightest light in the darkest dark. So we don't run away from darkness. We actually courageously walk into the darkness and shine a light. We don't walk into the darkness to get depressed. We don't go inside ourselves and reflect and listen to our inner voice and dwell there and become disempowered and become victims of our current inner voice. No, we go into our inner voice to make a change, to listen, to stand up courageously and solve the problems of that inner voice. So when you listen to positivity, authentic positivity, as much as you can, you're programming your inner talk to bring these ideas up when situations become challenging, to bring these ideas up on daily basis. Subsequently, you feel better. Subsequently, your thoughts are better. Your life decisions are better. It's a small shift that makes a big difference. So step 3 is consume positivity through your ears and your eyes in every way that you can. It's the same way when you eat unhealthy food, it may taste good momentarily, but then you don't feel as healthy, you don't feel as energetic, you're not serving your body so much. But when you try to eat healthy, it may not be as delicious and tasty as other foods that are unhealthy, but you feel better, you feel strong, you feel focused, you have energy for life, you have energy for your job, you have energy to serve the people, you have energy to spend time with the people that you love, you have energy to show up as the strongest version of yourself for the people in your life that need you to be the strongest version of yourself. Let's summarize. When somebody gets upset with you, if you feel ashamed, guilty, or blame yourself, it is likely because of your inner talk. Inner talk is a subtle program that runs at the back of your mind without you noticing, and it can either empower you or disempower you. It will empower you if you make it conscious. So the first step is to make it conscious, to recognize it. The second step is to practice new scripts. The third step is to consume positivity, to consume positive scripts. This way you reprogram your inner talk to give you positivity, to give you solutions, to give you good emotions that are empowering, to give you good thoughts. Share your thoughts and questions in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this content, hit the like and subscribe button in order to keep it locked in here on my channel. Also, if it's your first time here, I'm your favorite certified life and voice coach. I help introverts get what they want in life through the power of confident and fearless speaking. Check out the links in the description of programs that I've created of self-improvement tools that have changed my life and my clients' life and that you must have in your life.